Hello appliances online and YouTubers. This is Richard Nuttall here with my Hotpoint Ultima WT960G, bought in 2007. At the moment the machine is on a spin cycle, just to show you how super silent the motor is. I'm sorry for the quality of the video, it's because I'm using an old camera. It's a 7kg Ultima WT960G. The model before it was known as the WF860. There's videos of the WF860s by my friend Witchwasher Productions, which shows you the fast wash program. At the moment it's distributing on the inside, and the motor is brushless, so you don't hear that whining as you would hear from normal machines. This is the last version of the Hotpoint Ultima 1600 spin, because this one, as you can see, goes clockwise, whereas the new one's made now by Indesit company is now going left way, because they're mainly Indesit models with Indesit motors now. As you can hear, the machine is quiet. I'll just turn it off for a moment and I'll show you the programs. I'll just move my table here at the moment. Bear with me, I'll just cancel that pump. Now, to select a program on the Hotpoint Ultima, you got this control block here. Here you got cottons in 3 modes. You got cottons 40, cottons 60 and cottons 95. Over here you've got the acrylics, which is also for synthetics and stuff like that. Over here you've got wools, which is one of my favourite programs on the machine actually, because if you put it with wash and hands it's fantastic. Because over here you've got silks and hand wash, and then you've got rinse and spin programs, fast wash 60 and 30, super wash, and another one called cool wash. The pros on this machine, right, the cycles of the machine. Okay, here is cottons 40. You get 40 degrees maximum. You can use this button here to change the temperature all the way down from 35 to 30, all the way down to 25, then off. You get one rinse extra if you press the extra rinse. And the cycle that we usually use is cottons 40 with normal, because if you use mini load when it's rinsing you get 2 rinse fills, because what happens is if you use mini load after it's done its first fast tumbles rinse, it actually does fill up a little bit extra water to make it good at rinsing, because the rinse performance of this machine is quite poor, because the water level doesn't really hit the door, and my dad's got sensitive skin, so we can't really, it's not really good at washing for. Okay, over here, so as you can see that's 1 minute 30. If we do it to 60 you get the same options. In fact, you get the same options on this cycle for every single degrees. You get super wash, super, normal, or light, depending what your soil clothing is. Over here on mini load you cannot use, because you got it on light obviously, so it's not normal anyway. But on mini load you can at 60. But if you go to 95, usually you can't. But for some reason now you can. You get the main wash, spin, 2 rinses with spins in between, and then the final spin. Then if we go into acrylics you get the same how dirty options at the side over here. You get super, which is 1 hour 22, normal, which is 1 hour and 12, or light, which is 1 hour and 2. The spin cycle is 800 to 7, 6, 5, 400 and 0. For wools, you get, this is the best bit on wools. It says here if you put it on wools with washing hands, which in fact I'll put it on the stored because I got it on the stored, your spin cycle is 800. But the machine on my settings, if I put it onto 40 degrees, which is normal, it comes up at 1000. The WF860, as I believe, does 600 max, but with this one you can do 1000, 900, 800, 700, 600, 500 and 400. But for 1000 on wools it's actually very impressive. Silks, you get pre-wash, meter load, reduce creases, rinse hold, child lock, obviously we don't need that, and no washing hands. The spin cycle for silks is 800 max. 700, 600, 500, 400 and off. Hand wash, you only get 400 because it's only got one spin cycle, I believe. Pre-wash you can't use, meter load you can't use, reduce greases you can't use, rinse hold you can, child lock only works if you hold it in. I'm not going to press it for a long time because the panel's flimsy. I'll give you the pros and cons in a bit. Right, rinse cycles. You get 2 rinses, the main rinse, extra rinse if you put it in to make it the second, then you get a third rinse in overall, or you can have the final rinse. You can't use pre-wash, but you can use meter load because that is where you can have the rinse trick, as me and Witch Washer 2007 knows. You can find him on YouTube as Witch Washer 2007. Reduce creases, you can use rinse hold and no washing hands. You get the same for rinse on number 2, you get 800 spin at the end for 35 minutes. Same options apply, extra rinse, mini load you can, reduce creases, child lock and washing hands. Then you get the spin cycles, which is 1600 for 20 minutes, or you can have the normal spins 800 for 12. Fast wash 60, you get temperatures from 60 all the way down to 55, then to 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25 and off. Pre-wash you cannot have, mini load you can for the rinse tricks, reduce creases, rinse hold, child lock you can like that, and washing hands you cannot use. Fast wash 30 is the 800 version. Temperature is 30, 25 and off. Pre-wash you can't use, mini load you can't use, reduce greases you can't use, rinse hold you can't use, child lock you can. Super wash. This is an ideal cycle for heavy items, like for instance my dad's skin is very sensitive and sometimes he can bleed. So we use this cycle mainly for bedding because its temperature is 60, which is hot enough, and it does a nice long main wash cycle. It has temperatures from 60, 55, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30 and 25. The more when you reduce your temperature, the time also goes down, and you get 2 rinses overall, which is appalling, or you can have 3 if you put extra rinse on. Options: pre-wash you can't use, meter load you can't use, reduce greases can't use, rinse hold you can, child lock you can, washing hands you can't. Cool wash is nearly the same cycle but 30 degrees instead, and the time for that is 150. It's basically, in the modern Hotpoints they have the cycle called the Eco cycle, which is basically the same thing, but at Eco cycle I think you have temperature off. Spin cycle 1600, they go all the way down in odd numbers, like 16, 15. They actually go down in 100 whereas up towards 0 from 400. Mini load, so you can use pre-wash, mini load, reduce greases, rinse hold, child lock or washing hands. And that's the main cycles. the machine has time delay, which goes up into 24. "24-hour time delay." If we move this back a bit, try not to lose the table because the table's flimsy. Okay. Now the drum. The drum is a Hotpoint drum from the WMA series, but this one is 7 kilos in capacity. It's got horrible plastic panels. Hang on, I'll just move the light over here. Just move that here. It's got horrible plastic panels, as you can see here. Put that there. Okay, horrible plastic panels. As you can see, they move about. The drum is silent, but the bearings are already going because the cheap plastic spider. The machine itself, overall, Appliances Online, and I'm not joking, has had over 14 repairs. It has had 2 new panels because if you press the button for long enough, it goes into the machine. The build quality is woeful, and if I spin the drum, you can actually hear the bearings going clang, 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 clang. But the problem with this now, because it's had its repairs, is that the drum makes a horrible banging and squeaking noise when it's unbalanced, and the machine programs are not very well at rinsing. Also, on the Ultima WT960G, the model below this, it can do 1600 RPM on fast wash 60. This can only do at 1200 revolutions per minute. Also, I'll give you something else because it's just happened recently. I'll just put this down here. If I unlock this plinth, under here, over here is there, where my finger is, there is meant to be a screw. The machine itself managed to unscrew itself here, and here there's a screw around here, right there, that screw, if you can see it there, that one's actually coming loose itself, and when it spins, this casing here is actually shaking the opposite side when the machine's actually unbalanced. According to this machine, it was built on the 26th of September, because the month's 09, 2007, at 19 minutes past 4 in the evening. There's another plus point with this Hotpoint actually, is that this one doesn't have a filter pump. It's got a self-clean pump. The bad news though for that is that we cannot access the filter from the front to clean out coins, whereas the modern Hotpoints you can. But the best thing is that the pump here doesn't do that horrible chugging noise. But the main problem that we have with this Hotpoint is mainly the rinse cycles, and we really ideally need an LG because of the so-called medic rinse, and that would help me a lot with sensitive skin to get rid of all the residue. And we really want a machine with very good reliability, and I believe the LG fits the bill, because this Hotpoint's been trouble ever since we bought it really. So there you are. This is my review of the LG, I mean not the LG, the Hotpoint WT960G for the review and keep of an LG 11 kilogram black LG washing machine, which I believe is the model number F1443KD6. Thank you for watching, and if you need any more reviews, feel free to leave me a PM on my YouTube page. Thank you.